Christian asked the question, where did I get my love for military history? And I'm going to answer that. It's a great question. And I'm also going to answer why I'm still into it, why I love it. So stick around. But I also want to hear why you guys, or what got you guys into history, military history or not, and also why. What are you doing? Why do you want to study it? Why do you want to learn from it? What's going on? So let us know below in the comments. So going back to the beginning, I used to watch the films, things like Longest Day, Bridge Too Far, Kelly's Heroes, other films like that. There was loads of films, and that started the ball rolling. And there was loads of documentaries as well, World at War, so on and so forth. But one of the big changes for me, I used to play computer games when we got our first computer. There was a time before computers, and one of the games that I played Civilization 2, and I played the game Bridge Too Far, Close Combat. That was really the one that got me into military history. Civilization 2 was all great, it's massive, it's strategic, and I like that. I love Civilization, it's brilliant, it's like Hearts of Iron, I love that as well. But Close Combat wasn't like that. Close Combat was, the guys didn't have health bars, the guys were on the ground, they're crawling behind bushes and stuff. That was it's quite small scale, and it's quite detailed, and for its time, very realistic. I think it was the first game to introduce morale into the game. So for me, it was like, ooh. So as a kid, I knew this was a very good game. I knew it was something that was realistic, and I wanted to play it. I wanted to understand it. I wanted to be better at it, because I sucked at it. I was rubbish. The horror stories of me throwing my guy, like, charge across the entire map and getting killed, and it's like, I don't understand why. In Civilization, I just go click here and it kills somebody. In this game, I have to, like, do something different. I don't get it. So that game made me want to learn more, because I was like, oh, I can't win this game. I want to know why. Maybe if I watch some documentaries on war, I will learn the tactics and strategies that they were using and apply that to the game and win it. Unfortunately, as you very well know, most of the documentaries on the Hitler channel, what's it called? History channel, that's the one. Or what's it called now? The UFO conspiracy channel? That one, most of the documentaries were rubbish. Absolutely. When you watch documentaries on Market Garden, how many times can you repeat the phrase, the British went to Arnhem Bridge? The British were at Arnhem Bridge. British at Arnhem Bridge. Like, they didn't ever say any details. They didn't say Frost was there, or if they did, it was like, Frost was there. They didn't mention anybody else. They didn't mention the battalions. They didn't mention the brigades. They didn't mention half of the guys there. They never mentioned Nijmegen. They barely mentioned Somme Bridge. And it was like, what? This isn't very good, is it? So I was never able to kind of learn from that. Now, a lot of you might have gone through my channel and found out that the first game I ever put on this channel, I mean, the first video I ever made was about Close Combat at Bridge Too Far. It was the first thing. And it was because I wanted to start this channel so that I could learn by watching my videos back and seeing where I went wrong. And I did that for about 20, 30 episodes or so, and then I kind of learnt a lot and so on and so forth. And then eventually, a couple of people, two of you, pretty much the same week, said, why don't you do a documentary in history? And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I did it, Market Garden. But for me, that sort of wanting to know how to beat a game was the one thing that really got me into history. And it sounds silly, but it is. It's that computer game got me into it. But why do I still enjoy it? Because I don't play games much anymore. Obviously, I'm doing this channel. It's doing a full-time job, and this channel is quite difficult, to be honest. But why do I still enjoy history? Why do I still do it? What's going on? Well, I work full-time. I'm a manager. I have a team. At Christmas, the team expands to about 20 people. There's other people in the team. I have to do all the jobs as well. I don't want to go too much into detail with this, but basically that's what I'm doing. And I it's not just that. I mean, in life in general, I want to try and be a better person, expand my knowledge, try and, become better in whatever way. Some sort of, if you can imagine, like, oh, if I learn this, then I'll be better, slightly better. If I learn this, I'll be slightly better. Or, oh, maybe I just want to improve myself as a person, as a personality, whatever it is. So for me, I want to know how to manage people. I want to know how to work harder. I want to know how to manage my time better, how to plan, how to organize, how to, all these things, how to be humble, or, whatever the traits might be. I want to learn to improve myself. And the best way that I can think to do that is to look at history, and specifically World War II, and specifically what the generals are getting up to. Because if you think about it, who are the best managers in history? Generals, politicians, leaders. You can think of 1,000 kings, queens, whatever. And the individual soldiers are still important. I want to know about them as well. Because again, it helps. But a lot has been written about these generals, and it's a case of, well, they rose up the ranks. They became better than, their opponents, or they became better than their subordinates, or whatever. I don't know. So how did they get to that position? How did they adapt? What are their traits? Are they organized? Are they disorganized? Are they diligent? Are they liars? Are they cheats? Are they willing to do anything, or are they humble, or are they, why does this general ignore the intelligence reports? Why did this general misinterpret the reports? What tactics do they use? So on and so forth. All this sort of stuff, if I look at that, I can learn from it. And if I can learn from it, then I can apply that to myself. I may not be a military general on the field of battle, but, as a manager with a team, how do these generals manage their teams? How do they motivate them? How do they inspire them? How do they punish them? How do the troops feel about these generals? How does, the whole thing, the whole shebang. It's quite, if I can learn from the lessons of the past, then I will improve. It's just the way it's got to be. So I'm asking the question, when I see these things, when I look at these generals and look at these tactics and the strategies and where the units are and whatever else, it's all sort of like, okay, I'm learning tactics, I'm learning strategies that maybe I can apply to myself in real life. And that is why I like history and want to learn more about it. Now, there's another aspect to this, because I often get accused of being biased and, whatever, pro-British and anti-German and pro-Soviet and all this other rubbish. Right, here's the deal. If I'm going to improve as a person, if I'm going to expand my knowledge and find the truth so that I can become a better human being, let's say, or a better manager or a better whatever, then what I need is truth. If I get it wrong, then I'm going to come to the wrong conclusion. If I come to the wrong conclusion, then I may as well not have started in the first place. What's the point? For me, I want to know the truth of something. I want to understand the truth so that I can learn from it. If I don't do that, then obviously I've not learned anything. I've learned the wrong lesson. I come to the wrong conclusion, and then it gets me in trouble, or I don't improve, and so on and so forth. So all these people saying, oh, well, I've got one video where I'm being called a fascist all the time. I've got another video where I'm being called a communist. I can't be both. I've got videos where people are going, oh, you're anti-American and you're pro-British and all this. And it's like, oh, right. If I was pro-British, then that's a bias. If I was anti-American, then that's a bias. If I was anti-German, then that's a bias. If I'm pro-Soviet, that's a bias. If I'm fascist and communist at the same time somehow, then that's a bias. I don't want to do that, because if I was biased in any way, then that would manipulate the results, and I don't want that. So I'm conscious I am British, I'm male, there's 100 traits that I am, That is a bias of history, and I'm very much aware of that, which is why when people say, oh, you're pro-Monty, you know, on my Market Garden video or whatever, it's like, no, I'm not. It's the reason I'm going through the North African campaign, so I can judge him by what the standards of those who came before him, and then compare him to them, but also compare him to those, the contemporaries, and also those that come after him, so that I can see if he is a good general or a bad general or whatever. I'm reserving my bias of that. I'm fully aware of the traits of Churchill, you know, alcoholic, cigar-smoking moron, really. He's a great politician, but at the same time, he's very impatient, and he just attack. Why didn't you attack yesterday? Attack today, you know. And he just leads people into problems. I'm very much critical of everything, because if I'm critical of everything, then I can learn from that. The reason I'm blaming Gavin of the 82nd Airborne for messing up Market Garden is because I think that is the lesson to take away. The lesson to take away is go for the objective. Go for that objective. If your objective is to take the bridge, take the damn bridge. Don't ignore the bridge. Oh yeah, I got ordered to attack, so I went backwards. No, your objective is to do this. For the greater good of the whole operation and the whole team and the whole effort, you have to do it. Now, it may not be Gavin's fault, or it could be Browning, but whatever. That's up to your interpretation, but that's the point. I'm not biased. I'm just going, right, what's the lesson to learn here? What's the truth? What happened? What can I learn from it? How do I become a better manager? How do I become a better human being? How do I improve? How do I work more efficiently? How do I plan better? How do I organize? How do I create these videos better? How do I whatever? How do I attract more patrons? You know, whatever it is. Just, you know, that is the purpose of me studying history. That is why I'm here. So for those of you saying, oh, he's biased and whatever, I'm conscious of my biases. I understand them, and I'm trying to overcome them, and I will. I'm reliant on a lot of the English sources or the English translations, so I am going to be biased. And I accept that. I know, I understand that. But on a whole, I cannot allow those biases in. I am aware of them. I need to not do that because I want to get to that truth. So that is why. A, I'm into history. B, what got me into history was the gaming, I'll be honest. But also, I just want to improve. And I want to improve everyone else while I'm doing it. You guys are watching these videos and are learning from it. I've had so many great comments in the last few videos. And it's great. I want to hear that. Oh, Tik, you've made me open my eyes. I've seen something different. Great. That means I'm doing something right. Tik, you're a biased British whatever. Great. That means I'm annoying you. That's good. Whatever. It's just that is why I'm doing this. It's to learn more myself, but also help you guys out and try and awaken people and sort of say, look, you know, I don't mind if you say I don't agree with you. That's fine. I want to hear those alternate arguments because I'm trying to find the truth. So there we go. That's why I'm into history. But I want to know why you guys are into history and really what you like about this channel as well. Let me know. I can't improve unless I do know. So let me know, guys. Thank you very much for supporting if you are a patron. And if you're not, don't worry about it. It's just the link's down below somewhere if you want to go and find it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, though. And bye for now.